One of my favorite sayings is, if you ain't sleeping, you ain't healing. As a therapist, that's one of the questions I'll ask if a person has had a long-term struggle with pain or some sort of dysfunction. Sleep is important because that is when you heal. Indeed, pain is a factor, and for some people it keeps them up at night for sure, which may be a red flag, so just pay attention to that. But there's other factors too that prevent people from sleeping. Maybe they wake up in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep. Maybe they have a hard time falling asleep. It could be from stress, it could be from anxiety, it could be from a whole load of different things. The best sleep position for anyone in general is basically lying on your side with a pillow between your knees, and also a pillow that's firm enough to keep your head up. Because what happens is if a pillow is not firm enough, if it's too soft, your head will sink in, causing you to become misaligned with your neck and the rest of your spine. So you want to get something that'll keep your head relatively elevated so that your neck and the rest of your spine is in alignment. I get asked this many times over. There is really not one mattress, not one pillow that has consistently worked for my patients. So it's one of those things where you have to try one and then try another, because there really isn't one perfect mattress or perfect pillow. This answer is actually more of a two-parter. So the environment does affect your sleep. So that could be your social environment, when you're at work. If it's very stressful, sometimes it can be very toxic when you're at work. You come home, you have this burden of all this stress from work, and indeed that can impact your sleep. The other thing too is environment. When we talk about environment, we're also talking about like your bedroom environment. In other words, like if you've got things that will remind you about the day, such as like a TV, maybe your computer's on, that can potentially keep you up at night. For most people, and from my experience treating people, I find the combination of massage and acupuncture actually the best. The two work very well together. Both can help with anxiety, although I will say that with the acupuncture needles, I find that it actually works a little deeper in regards to working with someone's anxiety. Massage can also help with pain, same with acupuncture. You kind of work together with them and they compound each other's effect. And if someone's in pain and that's what's keeping them at night, the massage and acupuncture can be very helpful. There are a number of tips that I have that's very general. One of the ones that has worked for me is working out my legs. Doing something that requires a lot of leg work, such as being on the treadmill, maybe doing a step class, doing the stepper. That's really helped to tire out my legs, and I find that's been very helpful in regards to my sleep. Also, not having things that will remind me of the day. As I mentioned before, something such as like your laptop, your computer, your TV, that kind of reminds me of my waking life. I want to eliminate that. So I wasn't much of a coffee drinker way back when. I married Italian. I have a beautiful Sicilian wife, and basically her family introduced me to espressos. From that time on, I've been drinking espressos a lot. I try to limit that to the weekends, but I love espresso. Good espresso and just sitting down with friends and talking, that's one of the best times I have. Yes, it does keep me up at night at times, so that's why I said I try to limit it for the weekends. There's a temptation of getting an espresso from whatever coffee shop is around the corner, but I try to be as disciplined as possible. But I love my espresso.